Hi guys, welcome back to another pick a card reading. I know it's been a little while since I've done one of these, so I wanted to get back into it as we enter the month of August. So today we have 3 piles, and I just want you to take a moment and consider which pile is calling to you. We have the orange calcite, pink quartz, and blue calcite. So you can feel free to pause the video and make your selection. Take all the time you need, and the timestamps for your reading will be in the description box below. Hello my group ones. If you picked the, oh my gosh, I cannot pick this up. If you picked the orange calcite, this is your reading for what to expect in the month of August. So we're going to get into it starting with your tarot cards as I normally do. So starting with these guys, we get a few indicators of, oh, thank you, just what's going on in the next month. I know since the full moon, things have been pretty wild for me, so we'll get a few more. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And the back of the deck, we've got, ooh, okay. Awesome. That's a good start. Let's shuffle our second tarot deck, see if we can get some extra information that we can tack on to this. This looks pretty exciting from what I can tell. Oh my gosh, you've got the lovers twice. Something's going on. Interesting. Ooh, this August might be an interesting month for you. I'm seeing some romance, maybe some big choices, big decisions, collaborations. Whew, okay, we'll get maybe one more card from this deck. Oh, I said 1, not 50. Okay, interesting, interesting. And I'll take the back of the deck energy as well. This is, oh my gosh, okay. Damn. Can I say that? Yeah, I guess it's my channel. Alright, group one. This is kind of spicy from what I'm getting. So I'm gonna pull some oracle cards for you to add on to this, and then we'll really get into the reading. I know I'm keeping you hanging for this one, but I'd love to hear what jumps out at you in these cards in the comments, because I don't know, different people are attracted to different things in the cards, and that says a lot about what they should be looking for. So these. Oh my gosh, that was too many, but we got this solo one that came out. So, okay. Only a few more decks to go. I always gotta go through the decks that I do in my personal readings just so that you guys get a feel for how I do personal readings in case you wanted to book one with me. In which case you can check out the link in the description box below and set something up. I would absolutely love to do a personal reading for you, so reach out. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna keep that. And we're just gonna get some keywords with this Species by the Thousand tarot, or oracle, I guess. I love this little guy. Thank you. Oh my gosh, okay. I'll take all of these. Okay, so we've got truth, patience, I'm running out of room, security, and focus. Just gonna adjust so that everything's in frame. So I'll keep this little guy up here. Whew, okay, so let's get into this. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician, and the Lovers in the first row. So for the Page of Swords, this is, I feel like because there's so much imagery in the rest of this with two people, this card is really indicating communication. So something, something's going to come to light, some kind of new idea, or a curiosity is sparked in you, and there's a discourse happening, some kind of communication, maybe with a new person, or maybe you're taking on like a new conversation topic with someone in your circle already. Yeah, I'm seeing this as like you digging deeper with someone, and especially with the Two of Cups there, that's an indication of another person. As you can see in the imagery even, it's like pouring your thoughts out to someone else. This might also be an indication that whomever this person is a significant person in terms of love, because you see like reaching for the heart in the imagery as well. So this could be like a confession of feelings, especially since we have the Lover card coming out, and that's kind of like a communication. Someone takes interest in you with the Knight of Swords rather, and this sparks an in-depth conversation. So maybe this is someone that you've known for a while, because then there's like an element of truth coming out, like someone may have been holding back, or you know, it's been a long game kind of thing, you getting to know this person, and the truth just, you know, comes out. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, that's an interesting card to get sort of following this, because this is a procrastination card. Like you're not really going for it. This might be you, this might be the other person, depending on who kind of is the Knight of Swords issuer of this communication. So the Page of Pentacles is sort of someone taking their time, not diving into things. And this might be a personal choice, like they don't want to be too invested too early. But at the same time, this might also be an indication of certain things that that individual needs to work on in order to have these conversations. So like this conversation, you pouring your thoughts out to someone else or vice versa, leads to the other person taking a moment to themselves and being like, oh, I need to take time to reflect on this, and like actually taking their time, or sort of finding ways to skirt around it, procrastinating the conversations that need to be had. So there's a couple ways to look at it, but for the most part, I think this is just like the person processing, because you do have the patience card here, and focus. So it seems like they're just taking their time and unpacking it. They might be an earth sign or have an earth Mercury, in which case they take a little bit more time to process their thoughts, specifically like Taurus Mercuries. I can definitely vouch for that. They need time to like process things, you know, more slower paced, so that they have all the information. Now, the Magician, this is an indication of like basically manifesting something with your own skills. It's not like an inherent thing. This is something that comes to you because you worked for it. So this could be sort of because of the effects of the Page of Pentacles in reverse, where, you know, you or the other person, it appears, is taking their time, really thinking about things, sort of breaking things down and understanding what they want, and then making the decision to go for it, you know? Like figuring out if this is the best route of action. And I think from there, like this could be a proposition for something romantic, because you've got the Lovers here, which indicates obviously love, romance, new relationships, that kind of thing. But it also indicates choice. So this could be some kind of proposal in terms of a new romance. If there's not really any one perspective in your life, this could also be an indication of like a work-related thing. I feel like this does lean more towards the love aspects, just because the Lovers did pop up twice. But with the Smoky Quartz card here, that's an indication of security, and that could indicate security in like your love life, security in romance, but it could also indicate security in like a financial sense. So the new idea of the Knight of Swords, and sort of dishing out this idea, working with someone with the Two of Cups, and then taking your time to really process it, but then putting it into action with what you have. I can totally see that playing out if you don't have like a specific person in mind or whatever. But again, the Lovers cards coming out twice is a really, really strong indicator for people who are perhaps in some kind of developing relationship. So yeah, patience is definitely a key word here, and focus, taking your time to really think about things, or giving the other person enough space to think about things too. So yeah, just the fact that the Lovers came out one after another, this is such a solid confirmation, I think, of like things coming together, people coming together, relationships, and like really emphasizing love and harmony. That being said, and I don't want to freak you out, but we do have the Tower card here, which is an indication of like sudden change and chaos, but it is also sort of an awakening moment. So I think this has to do with perhaps previous things that you need to work on, different things in your own psyche that you've got to put into place, and sort of look at your values and stuff, because the Lovers also indicates like value systems and stuff like that. So looking at your values, And there might be a big breakthrough that kind of happens with the Tower card. Things are like suddenly put into perspective and you're like, oh my gosh, I've never looked at this way. And all of a sudden your perspective changes. Because with that, like the following card, the Three of Swords, in reverse specifically, because upright this card really indicates heartbreak. But with it in reverse, this is more of an indication that you're releasing that pain, you're healing, you know, you're moving into this new, more positive phase. You might still have like negative self-talk, but for the most part, this is a really good indication that you are moving out of this like dark part of your own past, your own experience, and growing from it. So to finish off with the tarot cards that we've pulled for you, we've got the Three of Cups. So this is an indication that even though you've got all this going on, you know, you're breaking barriers, you're having breakthroughs, you've got like this beautiful person, and in like a work sense or a romantic sense, strongly on the romantic sense, you're going to need time to yourself. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the Page of Pentacles. You need time to process information. And, you know, for some people, this might be an indication of another person coming into the picture. So this is kind of tricky, but again, it kind of reflects the decisions that you have to make with the Lovers cards. There might be two different people that have your attention right now, and you have to make a decision which one is best for you. And obviously take your time, you know, do your healing, check on your values, and see who actually is providing that. So that might be more specific to a select amount of viewers, but otherwise this is this card specifically is an indication of like taking time to yourself and your own independence and like really harnessing that. So getting into the Oracle cards, I'm just going to move these up a little bit. So we've got Mintakan, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So I think this kind of is an indication, again, of that person, finding someone that shares your values, you relate to them, you know, you feel at home, you feel at peace with them, and like everything kind of comes together. You feel like you belong with that person. And then we have the no card, which says wait, postpone, pause, say no. So this again ties into the Page of Pentacles card, which is that procrastination, and the Tower card and the Three of Swords reversed, where it's like taking time, I guess the Three of Cups too, taking time to be alone and think about things, process things in your own time, and be alone for a bit. Like, it's totally okay to take a breather, even if you have this set up. If it's meant for you, it will be there when you're ready. So on top of that, you do have Virgo energy. So with this is interesting because Virgo season actually starts within August. So this might be an indication of something pretty pivotal happening when Virgo season starts. So in the later portion of August, I believe. Because I think Leo season just kind of started. So in the later part of August going into September, it looks like this kind of big change is going to present itself. But I think you know, you have the ability to really look at this critically and make decisions for yourself that are actually going to benefit you in the long run because you've done your healing. So that is what I'm seeing for you, group 1. You've got a really exciting, spicy, like soap opera kind of vibe going on right now. So, whew, that's exciting for you. Good luck with decision making, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, my group 2s. If you picked the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading for what you can expect in August. So as usual, we're going to be starting with the tarot and then going to the oracle. I'm going to be starting with the Book of the Dead tarot. And for group 1, I got every card that I was going to be using in this reading out in the beginning. So, and it worked really well. I was able to see the connections like right away. So we're going to be doing that again. So, oh, wow. All right, sweet. We've got 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Maybe a couple more. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Oh my goodness. What? Alright, and I'm going to take this card off the end because I did take back of the deck energy for pile 1. Interesting. We've got some similar cards popping out in this pile from pile 1. So, pile 2. You've got me so curious. And of course, if you're interested, my books are open for more personal readings. I'm using approximately the same amount of cards that I use for personal readings, just so you get an idea of how I work with my cards, and that way you can sort of feel more comfortable with how I do my readings. Makes the Zoom readings a little less awkward. At least I think it does, but I don't know. Hopefully. Alright. Oh, dang, got a lot to say. Okay. And then we'll get one of these. Oh my gosh, maybe not 3. Just 1, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Heyo. And lastly, we're gonna get some Species by the Thousand Oracle for some keywords moving forward into August. What do we got for group 2? Oh. Oh my gosh. I went out to water my plants today. My cat got out, and now I have a couple flies just visiting my apartment, and I don't know if they pick up on camera, but hopefully not, because that's very distracting. Okay. What do we got? Are we just doing the 1? Okay, we've got a couple more. I'll take that. Interesting. Okay. So, let's get into it. We've got the Eight of Wands reversed, the One of Cups reversed, or the Ace of Cups reversed, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, the Lovers reversed, and then Temperance upright. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hermit. And we've got Taurus in Rama and the Pillar of Light. And for your keywords, we've got support, truth, and decisiveness. So let's get into this. Starting with the tarot, we've got the Eight of Wands. And Eight of Wands is in reverse, specifically, is showing that you're probably going to face some delays, some things that you're not really expecting in the month of August. So this might be really frustrating, but there's a chance that this might actually be because of your own resistance to change. So because of that resistance to change, I want you to take the month of August as a time to really reflect on what you want. Like, what are you working towards? Because if you're resisting change, there might be something within that upcoming change that you're just not ready for, or it doesn't align with your values yet. So I think that's going to create some delays, create some resistance. And we've got the decisiveness card, so there might be some indecision that you're going to have to resolve by the end of the month. So the Ace of Cups is also kind of putting this into perspective of like you holding back some emotions. So whatever you're repressing in terms of your forward action has to do with some things that you're bottling up right now and you're going to have to deal with in the upcoming month. I mean, it's entirely up to you if you actually do tackle it, but the longer that you put it off, the more difficult I think it's going to be. And this is actually going to strain you in a lot of different ways. So I think it's going to strain you in terms of your personal sense of security. This might be in yourself. You might be having a lot of self-doubt. This might be financially, or just in terms of your body. You feel like you can't motivate yourself to move forward and stuff because you're having to deal with all these bottled up emotions and this resistance to change. So there's something there that needs to be unpacked. And you do have the support to unpack it, to get to the truth. But, you know, it's going to take some time. And I think this has to do a bit with some underlying issues from the past. And I think this is a very common thing a lot of people are going through. Like, even group 1, we saw the Three of Swords reversed. So I think a lot of people are unpacking things from their past, sort of recognizing bad habits and putting in the effort to heal. So I definitely see you doing that. And like I said, you do have the support here to do that. And I see a lot of sort of weight on self-love. Like the Ace of Cups reversed is also an indication that you need to work on your relationship with yourself. You need to really harness that self-love because it is stunting you to basically hate on yourself. And I don't want to see that. Like, you do have the ability to move forward. And I know some people in readings and stuff see temperance as like a spirit guide card or like a guardian angel kind of card. So if that resonates with you, definitely take it. You do have the support, you know, on this plane and the next. So like whether it's family, therapy, or friends, you know, your spirit guides, that kind of thing, like you do have a lot of people and energy just on your side. You just have to be open to it, and that comes from within. Like you've got to show yourself that. And I know it's hard, but it's already showing me that you are going to be healing this month from whatever it is that is kind of holding you back. And I think once you do that, you're going to start understanding what is leaving you out of balance. Because with the Lover's card in reverse, this is showing like that self-love coming through and highlighting your own values and things that you put value in, but you're not providing to yourself. So definitely emphasizing that sense of disharmony in yourself. And once you work on the healing of that disharmony, all of this is gonna slide back into place. You know, body, body, emotions, and your movement forward, your passions, that kind of stuff, it's gonna reignite and you're gonna fly. You're gonna fly again. But you need to have patience. Temperance is also an indication of balancing things out. So definitely that imbalance that I mentioned with the Lover's card in reverse, Temperance is finding that balance again. So once you get into that spot with the support, you'll understand the truth of the situations through healing, and you'll be able to make the decisions to move forward for your own benefit. And I think the Seven of Pentacles, we've got this indication that whatever you do, whatever work you're doing, is going to be sustainable. It's going to provide sustainable results in the long term. So this support, this change in perception of yourself, this encouragement for self-love is going to stick with you. And it's an investment in self. Even if you have days where you kind of like, you know, that self-confidence kind of dips, you persevere through it. You move through it, and you move through it with grace, especially after you've like done the healing that we see here. That's such an important part of what's coming to you this month is healing, because the moment you realize sort of the truth of why you're holding back, bada bing, bada boom. Everything opens up for you. So the Five of Pentacles is this lack mindset, which obviously, you know, as we're going through the healing journey, we fall in and out of it. But this worry is something that you can unpack. Again, I keep going towards the support and stuff, finding balance and moderation, and understanding that you don't have to be worried. You know, you have people who can help you, support you in different ways. This could be an indication of financial support as well, if that's something that, you know, you have worry about, because Pentacles do indicate finances, home, body. So there could be things that you feel worried about, or you know, there's this sense of deprivation. I feel is a really good word for this. There's a sense of deprivation and isolation, especially with the Hermit card. But this Hermit card immediately following the Five of Pentacles is an indication that you can make the choice for isolation to enhance your own healing and personal growth. And I think especially with the Taurus card coming out here, this is an indication of like self-care and self-love, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the card of love, or the planet of love, the god of love, goddess of love. Oh my gosh, can I say what I want to say? Apparently not. So I think this is an indication of immersing yourself in this sensory experience and really understanding the relationship you have to your body, to your emotions, you know, allowing yourself to process things slowly and diligently is important, especially in the healing process, you know, in that journey of self-love. And then over here we have Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising, you are the Oracle. So I think Imrama really connects to the Eight of Wands in reverse, where you have the ability to move forward. There's this inspired action that's going to carry you forward, but there's something that's holding you back personally. And despite being held back by things that you need to sort of correct in your own perspective of yourself, you feel called to move forward, which makes it all the more frustrating when you can't. And I totally understand that. But with the Pillar of Light card, this is an indication that you are putting in the work. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. You know the answers. The truth, as we saw, is within you. And you are putting in the work. You are healing. You are taking time to yourself and, you know, working on that relationship with yourself. And from that, you will know. With you are the Oracle, I really think about like the ways in which your body tell you what is happening deep down. Like this sense, this sort of alert of resisting change. That's like when you get a tummy ache, you know, and you're like, oh, maybe I've eaten too much, or, you know, maybe I need to eat slower. Something like that. Like your body is giving you a signal, and it's up to you whether or not to listen. So here you're resisting change. Why? Unpack it. You know, do the work. Look at the emotions that you're holding back. Look at your relationship with your body, your finances, your home even, and do the work to unpack. Because from there, like things are gonna like, they're gonna make a lot more sense afterwards. So I see a lot of healing for you in the month of August, group 2, which is fantastic. And you're going to be so supportive. So I don't think you have to worry in the long run. Just be very aware of the signals that you get from your body, mind, and spirit. The intuitive hits that you're going to get in terms of what you need to work on are going to be really strong in the coming month. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my group 2s. So I hope this gave you a little bit of clarity, and I will see you next month. Bye. Hello, my group 3s. If you picked the blue calcite, this is your reading to look at what August has in store for you. So we are not going to be using these just yet, but instead we're going to start with the tarot, and then we'll get into the oracle cards. And for the last couple of readings, I've been putting all the cards on the table and then we go from there. So, and it's worked out really, really well. We've gotten some repeating imagery, repeating cards, and really clear messages, which is so nice for me. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to move these over because I want back of the deck energy, which is what I've gotten. Whoa. Lot of red here. So, Might need some root chakra realignment. Focus on the root chakra. Maybe look into that a little bit. You know, just in terms of like stability and stuff like that. Just, you know, saying because of all the red. Other than that, this may be like desire, romance, anger even. Okay. Then we've got pentacles. I'm not gonna take those because that was definitely a mistake on my part. My goodness. And I think I've mentioned it for both other groups, but if you're interested in booking a personal private reading with me, I would absolutely love to read for you, whether it's a general reading or something more specific, like if you're looking at love and stuff. I honestly love doing love readings for people. I usually get like really clear messages, so definitely reach out. I'll leave the link to schedule something in my bio or in my description box below, and you can set up a reading with me. I would love it. Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was so fast. And almost there, folks. Oh my gosh. Note to self, don't shuffle your cards on an angle. Doesn't work out in your favor. Okay. Oh my gosh. We have covered every single earth sign in each of today's readings. It was Virgo, Taurus, and now Capricorn. That is wild. Okay, and then we're going to finish off with species by the 1,000 for some keywords. Oh my gosh. The universe has some things to say to you. Wait. Did I say security at the beginning of this? In terms of the root chakra? Stability. I said stability. Okay. Well, we've got security, protection, excitement, acceptance, and authenticity. Whew! I want to make sure everything's in frame. If you didn't know, I literally do my readings on the ground. So I constantly have to like stand up to make sure that my camera's still recording and stuff. But everything's in frame. So for the tarot, we've got the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, the Devil in reverse, 7 of Swords, Page of Pentacles reverse, and 10 of Wands reverse for the first row. And I want to focus on that first because there's a lot going on here. Yeah, I want to emphasize the root chakra here for sure because of all the red. I think there's a sense of stability that's coming to you in August, or maybe an emphasis on needing to find stability. And we do have the security card here, protection, that kind of thing. So that might sort of go hand in hand with the root chakra. I think this pile is perhaps the most difficult one to like unravel. Because with the 3 of Wands, we've got things moving forward, progression, you know, making plans for the future, that kind of thing. Like, you see how things are going to play out so clearly. And I think that also goes kind of hand in hand with the Capricorn card that we're seeing down here, where like you are already making the like step-by-step process plan on how things are going to unfold. I also see, and maybe it's also the influence of Capricorn, because I know like Capricorn you see as like the CEO kind of vibe. But with the Three of Wands, there is this idea of like a position or like some kind of opportunity overseas. And there's a few different interpretations. This could literally mean like an overseas opportunity, in which case you travel to a different location. But I can also see this being like moving up in your current position to a leadership role where you oversee others doing work, you know, that kind of thing. You know, you have more authority, and there's another aspect where this could be you seeing something from a new perspective. So there's a sense of clarity coming to you, and I think this also, whatever this is, I think there's like almost a countdown to it, because the imagery in the following card, the Six of Pentacles, the clock, I feel like the two kind of connect, because like even the cards look like they connect here. So one thing's leading to the next, and we've got like this time sensitive thing, countdown, something leading up to something else. And this might be this sense of abundance, because the Six of Pentacles is an indication of like generosity, and this generosity might be shown to you. It might be something that you offer others because you can. So kind of depends on your situation, and of course you know your situation better than I do. But if you want a more personal reading to kind of unpack that, absolutely let me know in an email or whatever, book on my website. But from there, we're going to move on to the Devil in reverse. And this is a card of release. So at this point, like these two cards are definitely related, even just visually. But the Devil card in reverse, I feel like, is more of an internal thing. I think you're letting go in the month of August. You're letting go of sort of the pressures that you've been carrying along with you, and you're allowing yourself to be more authentic and just accept yourself for who you are. So the Devil in reverse is like releasing those negative beliefs that you have about yourself, or the constant cycles that you go through that are not healthy for you and stuff, and moving forward. And I think that's like, once you allow yourself to be your authentic self, to accept the parts of you that perhaps you criticized before, it's going to lead you to the Seven of Swords energy, which all of a sudden sort of clears the air in terms of your perspective. You know, it even says reflection. So I think you reflect on the relationships that you have with people, or people's expectations of you, and you realize that those were never about you. It was a projection from them. And it's sort of like understanding the deception of yourself. And you know, living in that for so long and believing one thing, but it's not necessarily true. So suddenly, with this new perspective, like I said, new perspective, you're able to see things more critically and sort of protect your energy, because we've got black tourmaline over here. You can protect your energy, feel more secure in yourself, again, smoky quartz, and it really comes down to you being entirely yourself, and you can act more strategically for yourself. You can make those decisions from your heart, you know, be more clear, and like figure out your personal intentions and goals, and then work from there. Make a plan, like I said, planning, and go from there. So I'm not entirely sure what this time sensitive feature is. Again, maybe you know, because you understand the context that is personal to you, so maybe you understand that a bit better. But we do have the Page of Wands in reverse. So this is this reconstruction of your beliefs and your own path, which is wild to me because we also have Trust Your Path over here, and it says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So again, that choice for authenticity, acceptance in your whole self, and moving forward with that, it's going to completely like spin your beliefs on their head. You're going to have completely new ideas and function in the world differently, and I think that's going to be like kind of jarring but also exciting, because we've got Ruby here with excitement, and it really pulls all the red together. So definitely a lot of like turning your energy from trying to be something you're not into just harnessing who you are in the month of August, which is absolutely fantastic. Holy crap, I'm so excited for you. And then we have the Ten of Wands reversed. So this is a card of release. Like I have seen in the previous cards, you're letting go of something really big, something that's weighed you down, you've carried it for so long. But this is something that you're going to have to do by yourself. You're going to have to unpack this by yourself. And you're totally capable. You know, you have a lot of power and a lot of control over who you are and everything. Like Capricorn, boss babe, you know, like you're going to kill the game when you figure out how to play. So with the Ten of Wands, you're like, you can make the choice whether you see this necessary like change in your own perspectives as a burden or something that absolutely releases the pressure for you. And you already know, trust your path. And the ever unfolding rose here says, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So again, that idea of it being a burden and stuff, you can change your perspective and view it as something that's actually a positive. This is opening things up for you to be your authentic self, which is what you came here to do. Don't let anyone stop you. We've got a lot of Pentacles cards on the bottom half here. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is security and control. So kind of things that I've already indicated. You have security we've seen with the smoky quartz, and that control over how you interact with the world, how you perceive this incoming change. And you also have this skill of saving things up. Not just money, though, like with Pentacles that is a key thing, but saving up energy. and stuff too. You know, taking time to reflect. We had the coffin imagery, so like taking time to rest. Saving those things up to later unpack them. And I think the Two of Pentacles here is an indication of prioritizing yourself. You know, you're an incredibly adaptable person, which makes this like shift in perspective really powerful for you because you're so open to it. And then from there, you kind of start unpacking more and more things. So this is a really, really powerful turning point for you in the month of August. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which we saw earlier. So again, that sense of generosity. And I think sharing wealth. So you're saving up here, you're collecting things, and then sharing it. So whatever this process is, at the end of your journey with it, you're going to be that boss that knows and shows other people how to do it. I'm not saying that happens all in the month of August, but this is a very, very powerful change. And I think once you figure out how to do it in one way, you're going to start unpacking a lot more that's kind of hidden below the surface. And then you're going to be able to teach other people how to do the same thing and really harness their strength and their power when it comes to being authentic and accepting themselves for who they are. So I think that's so powerful, and like I wish you all the positive vibes, group 3. This looks like a lot of work, but very fantastic. So good luck with your journey, and I will see you next time. Bye!